Hello and thank you for joining us. I'm Tiffany Duncan.
And I'm Ashley Hurley with this week's LMU Tri-State News Update.
So Ashley, tell us a little bit about what's going on in on the LMU campus this week.
Well, the fun continues on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University with the continuing celebration of homecoming. 5 building dedications were on the schedule, with the first being held Thursday when Farshinock Hall was recognized as the new home of the J. Frank White Academy. The dedication of the 2 new residence halls is also scheduled, along with the Athletic Hall of Fame induction Saturday. Some of the fun from the week has been the annual homecoming parade and the donor dinner. Other activities include a reunion luncheon and a family fun barbecue on the quad and a soccer doubleheader. Homecoming will wrap up Saturday night with the alumni banquet and awards ceremony at 6:30 in the dining hall. We will have all the highlights of these events and more on our next newscast. Cumberland Gap is the location of one of LMU's fastest growing programs. Arts in the Gap launched in the summer of 2013 and continues to grow in popularity. Darnell Arnault, LMU's writer-in-residence, has been in the area since 2010 and saw the opportunity to get involved on a larger scale. So, what is Arts in the Gap? Painting, dancing, quilting, music? We covered these questions and a little bit more.
The Gap is a community arts initiative, and we started out thinking that we would use the literary festival that was already taking place as an anchor and expand our arts programming and instruction and performances for a couple of weeks in the summer. But as the schedule developed, it ended up being a 2-month-long program. Well, we want some programs to be targeted toward local audiences, so even during the year we plan to offer some one-day workshops, and some of them will have a small fee, some of them will be free. There'll be creative writing workshops. Dr. Graff, I think, is going to offer a jewelry workshop.
If you would like more information on Arts in the Gap, you can check out their website at lmunet.edu/artsinthegap, or you can email Darnell at darnell.arnault@lmunet.edu.
A sign dedication ceremony was held recently at Lincoln Memorial University to recognize a historic tree growing next to Duke Hall. The tree is a large elm planted in 1940 by local chapters of the Daughters of the American Revolution to celebrate their 50th anniversary as an organization. The tree is a second-generation cutting from a famous tree that once stood in Cambridge, Massachusetts. A small brass sign was placed with the elm when it was planted and is still present. A new sign describes the history of the tree and also details the DAR's tree planting projects across the nation. Those present at the dedication included local DAR representatives, LMU administrators, Harrogate Garden Club members, and the Harrogate Tree Board. Tune into the Focus Show on Thursday at 7 o'clock on Channel 4 to find out the whole story. A couple of years ago, the area's love of Halloween became apparent to Amy Simpson when hundreds of people lined up outside a haunted house where she was working on Cumberland Avenue in Middlesboro. Simpson Middlesboro Little Theater's director decided to add to the excitement of the season in a new way. Frankenstein, a Halloween-inspired performance by Middlesboro Little Theater, is a close adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, opening next week at Middlesboro Central Auditorium. At the performance, you may find a different type of Frankenstein's creature than you expected.
But we're excited to do this adaptation of Frankenstein because it is so unlike the Hollywood production. We don't have the big green monster with the little things in his neck, that's mumbling incoherently. This Frankenstein is very human, and he very much feels isolated by his situation. So it's a little more true to the Mary Shelley version in that way.
The show runs from Wednesday, October 16th through Sunday the 20th. Evening performances are Wednesday through Saturday at 7:30 p.m. and the Sunday matinee is 2:30 p.m. at Middlesboro Central Auditorium.
Ticket sales are $10 at the door for adults and $6 for senior citizens and students. And that's any students, college students, high school students, any area students.
According to the press release, the performance is not recommended for children below middle school age. If you want to get in the Halloween mood, you can purchase tickets at the door or pre-order them by contacting contacting Amy Simpson at 606-494-4060.
Pink continues to overtake the fall colors during National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. According to the American Cancer Society, a woman's chance of surviving breast cancer is greatly improved by early detection and treatment. Last week, we brought you information on self-examination and mammography. This week, we dig deeper into the latest research with Dr. Nicole Shields of LMU DCOM.
There are different studies coming out about mammography screening, when women should go, what's new and what's old, and sometimes there's a little bit of confusion about what the recommendations are. The American Cancer Society is promoting the age of 40 once a year. You go get your mammogram done, which are the older guidelines, and the newer guidelines that are coming out are recommending actually for between the ages of 40 and 50 that you talk with your doctor. There's also some breast cancer screening tools that you can use to make decisions on whether or not you should be screened between the ages of 40 and 50. And then starting at the age of 50, the recommendation is every 1 to 2 years that you go to get your mammogram done for breast cancer screening.
For women under the age of 40, there are steps that you can take when it comes to early detection. Dr. Shields recommends searching breast cancer prevention and early detection on the American Cancer Society website.
For younger women in particular, mammograms are not always helpful for a couple of reasons. One is because the breast tissue is a little bit more dense, so that makes it difficult to see anything. But women still need to pay attention to their breasts. So starting with puberty, actually, you should know kind of what is normal for you. Breast size, what they feel like, the texture. The research is steering away from actually the self-breast exams, because what was happening is women were finding lumps and bumps that needed to be biopsied, and all these studies were being done and tests being done that weren't necessary all the time, and we were causing more harm and unnecessary procedures in women. So now we're shifting more towards breast awareness, so being comfortable enough with your breasts to know what they look like, what they feel like, because if you know that, then you know if there's a change, and when you see a change, that's when it's time to go see your doctor.
Coming up on Tuesday, the Knoxville Comprehensive Breast Center's mobile digital mammography coach will be here at the University Medical Clinic on Westmoreland Street in Harrogate. The mammography coach is for the benefit of Lincoln Memorial University faculty, staff, and women of the community. The coach opens Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, and if you would like more information, you can contact the Knoxville Comprehensive Breast Center at 1-800-456-8196 extension 1003. Remember, for 30 minutes of your time, practice good breast health and have peace of mind. Stay with us, because after the break, we're going to be bringing you the local crime reports.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro. Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
Welcome back. A Tazewell man is recovering after he was flown to the University of Tennessee Medical Center last Friday after a two-vehicle accident. Jason Miracle was airlifted after the accident at the intersection of Mountain Road and Highway 33 South. Witnesses stated to officers that the accident happened when one of the vehicles pulled out in front of the other. According to reports, one passenger was partially ejected from the vehicle. The names and conditions of the others involved have not yet been released. The exact cause of the accident does remain under investigation. A man and woman on a motorcycle led officers on a pursuit from Tazewell to Rutledge Wednesday night. John Ayers of Knoxville was traveling at a high rate of speed when an officer attempted to pull him over. Ayers refused to stop, leading officers onto Highway 25 into Granger County when the motorcycle then took the exit toward Rutledge. The motorcycle then led officers into the town of Rutledge before turning off on a side road. According to reports, the man threw his arms up and surrendered to the officer. He was then placed in custody and taken to the Claiborne County Jail. Ayers faces several charges, including drug possession, felony evading, and no registration on the motorcycle. The female involved was not charged, and she was not injured in the pursuit.
A Pineville man will spend 5 years in prison after receiving his final sentencing in court Monday. 25-year-old Justin Mason was charged with 9 counts of receiving stolen property and will be placed on 5 years of supervised probation. He must also pay restitution to the victim in the amount of $3,700. The incident involving the theft happened a little over a year ago.
A Cumberland Gap man is indicted on several charges after a July accident that left one man dead. 29-year-old James Capps was driving on Londonderry Road when he crossed the center line in a curve, hitting another vehicle head-on. According to reports, the passenger inside the vehicle, 54-year-old Mark Nelson, was killed on impact. The driver of the car, Patsy Nelson, was also injured in the accident and taken to the hospital for treatment. Capps and his passenger, 29-year-old Curtis Mills, were both injured and taken to the hospital. The report states that alcohol and drugs are suspected to have been factors in the accident. Capps is indicted on driving under the influence, vehicular assault, and homicide. He will appear in court for a hearing on November 12th.
A Tazewell man who was wanted by the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office remains in jail. 31-year-old Kelly Jesse is facing several charges in connection with burglaries in Claiborne County. He was arrested on an outstanding warrant for a burglary in the Minton Hollow community and is also charged with felony evading arrest. If you have any information on suspicious activity in your neighborhood, you are asked to call the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office at 423-626-3385.
Next on sports, find out how the volleyball team did this week. Also, we'll check out their games coming up. We'll also hear from men's head basketball coach Josh Schertz. That's next on LMU Tri-State Sports.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be. Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
I will help families adopt children from around the world and in our own backyard. I am teaching ethics to the next generation of lawyers.
I will make a difference for the underserved of this region.
I will be an advocate for my clients.
As a prosecutor, I fought for those who couldn't speak for themselves.
I'm a lawyer and professor.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
Welcome to LMU Tri-State Sports. I'm Adam Plyler. The Lincoln Memorial University volleyball team won their third straight game in 6 out of their last 7 with a win Tuesday night against rival Carson Newman University in straight sets inside the Mary E. Marsh Gymnasium. Sophomore middle blocker Jazzy Oates led the attack for the Lady Rail Splitters with the team high leading 12 kills. With the win, LMU improves to 11-6 overall, 7-2 inside the South Atlantic Conference. LMU returns to action Friday, October 11th as they travel to Brevard, North Carolina to play the Brevard College Tornadoes. On the 12th, they'll also play Lenore-Rhine at 2 p.m. Homecoming festivities continue Saturday in the terms of athletic events. A soccer doubleheader will be the feature as the men and women get set to take on newest member Queens University of Charlotte. First touch for the women is set for 1 p.m. with the men scheduled for 3:30 p.m. Lincoln Memorial University's homecoming king and queen will be selected at the halftime of the men's game. The Lincoln Memorial University men's basketball team was selected 13th in the Division II preseason bulletin poll released earlier this week. Head coach Josh Schertz says a great coaching staff is key to a successful team.
I think we've got a really good staff. Cameron Wicker's been with me now going into his 3rd year. Has done a great job for us. Keegan Bell brings a fresh set of eyes and fresh ideas to the table. Certainly Tony Martin's been here since day one and has a good understanding of what we do. And then we've been fortunate to add Davis Fisher, who was manager at North Carolina last year for the Tar Heels and is coming in working the business school, but helping us out and doing a great job for us. So I think our staff is as good as anywhere.
LMU welcomes back leading scorer senior forward Vincent Bailey, who averaged almost 14 points per game. Let's take a look at local high school football scores from last week. Carter stays undefeated by beating Union County 52-12. West Green tried to upset Claiborne on homecoming but came up short 32-21. Campbell County extends their good winning record this year, 27-14 over Oak Ridge. Bell County blanks Casey County 50-0. Middlesboro having a great year, won 27-6 against Union Virginia. Pineville, another big score this year, won 53-14 against Allen Central. And the Black Hole was defended as Chucky Doak beat Cumberland Gap 42-7. Now let's take a look at local games this week. Claiborne will travel to play Scott. Union County hops on a bus to Kings Academy. Campbell County tries to keep their great record intact by playing Gibbs. Pineville will host Jenkins. Middlesboro will also host Lexington Christian. Cumberland Gap and Bell County are open this week. For the most comprehensive high school football coverage in the Tri-State area, tune in to the 88 Sports Report Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m. on 91.3 FM and 740 AM on your radio dials. Also check us out on local Mediastream channels 4 and 20. Check us out online at www.913thegap.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in the healthcare industry. Throughout the years, technology has changed the way companies do business, and DeRoyal has responded to the challenge. From its humble beginnings as a cottage industry, DeRoyal has grown into an international corporation with over 29 locations worldwide. According to Pete DeBusk, Chairman and CEO, DeRoyal manufactures surgical accessories for acute care. They also manufacture products for aerospace, lawn and garden, and electronics industries. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. DeRoyal's patient care division is divided in 4 subcategories, each with its own well-known orthopedic brand name. Customers can count on DeRoyal to deliver the quality they need, the product choices they desire, and the little extra that makes working together a rewarding experience. For more information, contact them at 1-888-938-7828 or visit them online at www.deroyal.com.
This week, Lincoln Memorial University took part in celebrating National Physician Assistant Week. It is an annual event sponsored by the American Academy of Physician Assistants to increase awareness for the profession. The PA program at LMU is housed and administered by LMU DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine. Students in the program attended the Tennessee Academy of Physician Assistants annual Fall Fest in Gatlinburg, where they attended lectures and participated in activities with physician assistants from across the state. If you are wondering just what exactly a physician's assistant is and what they do, we are going to be answering those questions for you in a new segment for next week's news.
Finally, the WLMU Tri-State News will be making a change in our schedule starting Monday. We will start taping our weekly news on Mondays. This will allow us to present a full newscast that will focus on the week in review and bring our local viewers more interesting feature and informational stories. We will also be adding rotating segments focusing on local and national entertainment, medical news, pet care, and health tips. You will continue to see the same familiar faces bringing you news from the Lincoln Memorial campus and the surrounding community. As always, if you see news happening in your neighborhood, please give us a call at 423-869-6417 or email Ashley at ashley.hurley@lmunet.edu or contact us on Facebook.
I think that we can all agree that this is one of the most beautiful times of the year in our area. We are asking our viewers to send in your fall photos to be featured on WLMU Tri-State News. You can send us your photos on our Facebook page at facebook.com/LMU-TV, or you can email them to me at ashley.hurley@lmunet.edu.
Thank you for joining us this week. I'm Tiffany Duncan.
And for everyone behind the scenes, I am Ashley Hurley. Join us each week with local news, sports, and community events.